So you're thinking about moving to Atlanta, Georgia, or one of the other amazing cities around the state. But before you do, you're wondering which one is growing the fastest. Why would that be important? Well, because with population growth comes increased demand. With increased demand comes rising home values. So if you want to know if your home is going to appreciate, well, one of the strategies would be to move to a place that's growing the fastest. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. If you have any interest in living in a place where your home is going to be more valuable in 5 or 10 years than it is now, regardless of what the market does, well, then you're going to want to stick around for that. And we're going to get after it right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad of living in Atlanta, Georgia, well then subscribe below and ring the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Georgia. My name is Denny. The team and I get calls each and every day from people just like you looking to make the move to Atlanta, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving next week, next year, or anytime in between, call us, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom, whatever's comfortable for you. Be happy to help you make a smooth move to Atlanta. As I mentioned in this video, we're going to be talking about the fastest growing cities in Georgia, because with growth in demand comes rising home values, and with rising home values comes equity in your house. And ultimately, who knows, either you can sell it for a profit or refinance it for a second home or an investment or whatever you plan to do with it. But it's always good to position yourself for growth and to win. And so real estate markets go up and down, stock markets go up and down, but real estate is hyper local. You know, the stock market is much broader. Real estate market is hyper local. So there's been this really huge migration from the West Coast, the Northwest, the Midwest, the Northeast, all into the Southeastern United States. And Georgia has a ton of people moving here. And so that is going to insulate the state or the states in the Southeast from, you know, some of it won't fall nearly as hard if there is a crash. You know, like I said, markets go up and down. And so if you're going to own your home for 3, 5, 10 years, well, then why not put it in a place where you're going to get the most appreciation? And so that's what this list is all about. So I'm just going to dive right in, and starting with number 10 on our list would be Gainesville, Georgia, not to be confused with Gainesville, Florida. And fun fact, Gainesville is the poultry capital of the world. I don't know if that's a fun fact or not. When I think of Gainesville, what I think of is the lake. It's on coming in Alpharetta. That area is on the west side of the lake. Gainesville is over on the east side of the lake. So you have all kinds of parks and recreation, outdoor lake life in the Gainesville area. And the population has gone from 34 to 44,000 people. So it's a larger city, and it is continuing to grow. And when we talk about these population numbers, we're really talking about the city center. There's usually always like some population around the city, and then there's a larger metro area. Even of the smaller cities, there's a larger, more rural metro area. So 34 to 44,000, 27% growth in the Gainesville area, and still really good home values, especially in this market. You're talking about a median home price of about $350,000. Next on our list, coming in at number 9, you have Fairburn, Georgia. Gainesville is up the northeast, kind of up 85, Interstate 85. Fairburn is on the south side. It's one of the few cities that is on the south side of Atlanta. Most of the population growth has been on the northern suburbs of Atlanta. And so, you know, there are some people who are now seeking out some more affordability. And so Fairburn, the median home value is just, or home price is just $300,000. So you can still get a lot more bang for your buck as it relates to your property. And the population has gone from 13,000 to 16,000. So you're talking about 28% growth in the Fairburn area. Great proximity to the airport, to the city of Atlanta, and to the interstate. So there's a lot of things to be excited about in the Fairburn area. But like I said, it's probably one of the few. It's closer down, a little bit further south. You'll hit the Peachtree City, Noonan area, but Fairburn is definitely worth checking out, and it's growing quickly. Now we're going to head back Up north, it's more like northwest, kind of up 75 and then up 75, cruise past Marietta, Kennesaw, Woodstock, and all the way up to Canton. Canton is a far cry from what it was 20 years ago when there were like 7,000 people there. It has grown from 23,000 to 30,000 population around the city in the last 10 years. So it is booming. And Canton, you can get a lot of land. It's more rural, but the home values have exploded. It's still median home price in Canton's around 440,000 because a lot of it's new construction and a lot of it's really, really nice, these neighborhoods. It's also really close to the Blue Ridge Mountains. So if you're into the outdoors, you can really get to the mountains quickly. It's got a lot of, it's very charming. When I think about Canton, you know, it gives you those feel good vibes. So I love it. And it has, the population's growth has been 29%. So median home value, about 440,000, 29% growth. And it's kind of the north, a little bit, about an hour north of Atlanta. Speaking of charming, next on our list, if you're looking for some, you know, good old Southern small town feel, the charming little town, it's called Perry, Georgia, and we're going to leave Atlanta for a little while. So it's in the middle, really the kind of central southern part of the state south of Macon. And Perry grew from 13,000 to 17,000 population. So it's had a 30% growth over the last decade. And if you're really looking for a slower pace, small town feel, and affordability, the median home value or home price in Perry is just $263,000. So you can get a lot of bang for your buck in Perry. Hey, and if you work remotely and all you need is an internet connection, it might not be the fastest internet connection you've ever had, but Perry is a beautiful place to live. Next, we're going to head back into the city of Atlanta, inside the perimeter. It's really, you know, from downtown, it's just east, and we're talking about Decatur. Now, the sixth fastest growing city from 19,000 to 25,000. Now, that's a little disingenuous. It's 31% growth, but that's in like the downtown Decatur area. If you took in the entire 30030, 31, 32, 33, all of those zip codes, it would be a larger population. But we're talking about that downtown Decatur, and the home values have exploded. I mean, they're probably, 2 to 3 times the median home price around the entire state and double most of Atlanta. So you're going to be in the 500,000 for any kind of a home that you would want to live in. You can probably get a brand new townhome for $500,000. If you haven't seen our Decatur vlog, you should check that out. But the median home price in Decatur is $500,000, and it's going to be more expensive, but you get that in-town feel. It's more urban. It's more, there's a lot more energy, and you're going to be closer to the city of Atlanta if that's what you're interested in. Emory's there. So there's a lot to love in Decatur, but again, 19 to 25,000 in the city center, 31% growth, and the only city on our list that is inside the perimeter of 285, which is the interstate around Atlanta. So that's Decatur for you. So our next stop is back up to the north side. We're going to be a little bit on the northeastern side. It's really straight up north, I guess. That would be Sugar Hill, and I love the Sugar Hill area. Very family friendly, great schools, extremely safe, affordability, all those things. But it's gone from 18 to 24,000 in terms of the population, 33% growth, and a good blend of affordability and an active lifestyle and all the things that you would want from a city or a suburb, whatever you want to call it. In this case, we're talking about the city of Sugar Hill, and the median home price in Sugar Hill is about $365,000. So still a lot of home, and you can get a great place for the family to live. Or Sugar Hill's also got pretty good proximity to the lake. Doesn't take long to get there. It's right down the street. And to head off, you could really head up 400 to the north to the mountains, or hit 85 and head over into South Carolina and Greenville, or even shoot over to Athens. So Sugar Hill, great place to live and growing rapidly. So now we're going to take off. We're going to leave Atlanta again, head over to my hometown, Augusta, Georgia, where I grew up. And when I was growing up in Augusta, there weren't a lot of, I grew up in South Augusta. That's where I was born and raised. And I went to private school in downtown Augusta, but all my soccer friends were out in the Evans Martinez area. So that's where I migrated to. My family did. And Evans and Martinez, if you haven't checked out, they have been booming for a long time. Money Magazine has named both of them. Evans was the #1 place in America to live. Martinez was like number 17 on the list. So it's really a great place. Nobody talks about Grovetown a lot, but at Fort Gordon, the U.S. military opened their cyber command unit there. They moved all the cybersecurity people there, and Grovetown is right. Fort Gordon is right there in close proximity. So Grovetown is really, because of its close to I-20, its proximity to Evans. It's got a really great new high school. It's got high-paying jobs, affordable homes, like all that stuff. Grovetown is next on our list, and it is booming. So Grovetown has gone from 11 to 15,000 people in terms of population. That's a 35% growth, and you can get a lot of bang for your buck. You can get a new home in Grovetown for about $140 a foot, which in this market is unheard of. So median home price is about $260,000. So lots of value in the Grovetown area. Now we're back to Atlanta, and next on our list, just inside the top 3. So we're number 3 would be Suwanee, and it is close to, that's Suwanee. It's very close to Sugar Hill. It's actually in Forsyth and Gwinnett County. It's kind of in both. Again, really close to the south end of Lake Lanier. Suwanee has some beautiful parks and recreation and outdoor activities, and lots of family-friendly fun and great schools. Home values are a little bit higher in Suwanee than some of the other cities we've talked about. It's at $485,000 is the median home value, but growing rapidly. Like I said, number 3 on our list, from 15 to 21,000, so 36% growth. So with a growth comes home value appreciation. It has, and it will continue to do so because it's a great place to live, and they have captured number 3 on our list. All right, coming in at number 2, we're going to leave Atlanta again and head over to Savannah, which is the southeast corner of Georgia, right there on the coast. Outside of the Savannah metro is Pooler, Georgia. Pooler has gone from 18 to 25,000 people, so 39% growth. The median home price in Pooler is $303,000. So lots of bang for the buck, great home values there in Pooler. And the Savannah metro area has been growing rapidly in the last decade, which a lot of people probably don't know that. And our team covers the whole state. So if you have any questions about any of these cities, obviously number 1 is up next. So stay tuned for that. But before I get to that, to give you a little context, the major cities like Atlanta being the largest, but even Augusta, we talked about Grovetown being right outside of that, and now we're talking about Pooler being right outside of Savannah. The cities are growing, but the suburbs of the cities are growing at double the rate, even faster, and the rural areas are really shrinking. And so Pooler's benefiting from that growth in the Savannah metro area, and it came in at number 2 on our list. And now back to, of course, Atlanta, and the fastest growing city in Georgia, and one of the best suburbs of Atlanta, and that would be none other than Woodstock. We talked about Canton being up 75 and up 575. Woodstock is just south of Canton. It's just north of Kennesaw. It's just west of the Alpharetta area. So Woodstock is a booming city. It's gone from 23 to 33,000 people, 39% growth. The median home value in Woodstock is $392,000. It has a booming downtown area, great local economy, very strong small business community, great schools, great home values. It does not surprise me at all that Woodstock is the fastest growing city in Georgia. And if you haven't considered it, it should be high on your list. All these are great cities. And, there are some really great cities that aren't growing nearly as fast. And if you are looking for a slower pace and a slower lifestyle, might be a better fit for you. But I just wanted to share some context as to if you're looking for an up and coming area that's really just to give you some perspective, like Atlanta grew by maybe, 19%. over the same time frame. So it's still growing a lot and fast, but not quite as fast as some of these smaller cities or tertiary cities that are just right outside of the major metro areas. So there you have it. Hey, listen, we are always open for comments and feedback. We appreciate all of our viewers and subscribers. If you're looking for more information like this or videos like this, subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you know when we release new videos. And obviously, if you have any questions or you're looking to make the move, we'd be happy to help. So call us, text us, email us, schedule a Zoom, and we're here to serve. So until I see you in person, hopefully I'll see you on the next episode.